I just love how the sounds just kind of create the container and bring us all together. Welcome, everyone, to your weekly moment of inner alchemy. It's such a beautiful space to be in right now. Might not feel that way, but the sounds have a really effortless way of creating that space for us all, just kind of effortlessly bringing us back to ourselves and feeling the connection again, or at least calming and quieting whatever noise is going on in your inner or outer world. It just brings us back into alignment, and I love the sounds for that. They are truly medicine. I was just messaging someone that I met on LinkedIn who actually makes sound bowls, of all things. And I was sharing with him a little bit about, I went to sound school several years ago, and it was 4 or 5 nights a week. Sometimes it was like 10, 14 days in a row over a 4-month period in San Francisco. And every day that I would experience the sounds, I would walk away feeling like, this is medicine. This is medicine. And there's such power to it. And you don't have to go and get expensive tools or anything to have a sound healing. You are that tool. You have your voice. You can hum, you can tone, you can put on any music that makes you feel good, right? And there's so many options today online to listen to things. But, I have so many tuning forks that most of them are actually wrapped up and put away, because I really just pared it down to the few things that I need. Hi, Mom. The few things that I need to get the job done, which is to bring people back into resonance with their own music, with their own hearts and soul note, to get them back to their core vibration. And it doesn't take a lot. You could just have one bowl or one tuning fork, right? It doesn't take a lot. And I use the same ones. One of my friends calls it surgical sound, which I love. It might look fancy to have so many tools, but you don't need much at all. So if you're interested in learning more about, how you can acquire tools and what tools to use, message me and I'm happy to give you some guidance there. I don't sell any tools, but I do know people of high caliber that do, and that's where I get my stuff from. So I'm happy to connect you with my own teachers and my own mentors in that realm. But even simple chimes like this are super powerful. Now, these are just 2 notes, C and G, but they balance the entire field. Okay, so you can just get 2 simple chimes like this and have profound healing effects for yourself to create balance and clear a space. You can use your hands, you can clap. It depends what you're trying to do. If you want to break up sound, I have this little egg shaker. This is one of my favorite tools. This is like $3, right? And when I'm working on the body and stuff, I use it in sessions and online. But if you've had a session with me in person, I can get into the muscles and into the organs and into the fascia and into the tissue and really clear stuff up with this. Lilu loves this egg shaker. She just loves this. When she's not feeling well, she actually told me, she put a picture. I saw an egg yolk, and I'm like, eggs. And then I realized, because it was a yellow egg, that's what she needed. And she loves this. She doesn't like the tuning fork so much, but she loves this, and she'll totally give herself over to the sounds. So you can use these on yourself. You can use them on your fur babies, anybody, anything, plants. It doesn't matter. Situations, spaces, they're super powerful. Excuse me, I have something in my throat. And so
Yes. So I see so many of you are here. So say hello. Let me know who's here. I can't see everybody all at once because I'm broadcasting into different platforms. So I'm happy that you're here. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And let's dive in and see where the sounds take us today. Let me first show you the drawing and let you know where that took us. Waiting for it to come up. There we go. If you're in the Inner Alchemist group, you've probably seen the drawing already, but if not, here it is. You're welcome to share your comments as to what you see here as well. I always love hearing your reflections because they're always accurate. All of your reflections are accurate. Okay, you may think you know, but how do you know that you know? Golden egg. Yeah. I don't know who said that, but yes, the golden egg. I love the egg shakers. I have a lot of different shakers and they break up things in different ways, but that I can get into the details. And it also depends if I'm using the pointed side or the round side. They do different things for me. Okay, so you may think you know, but how do you know that you know? How do you know that you know? You feel it. Your body never lies. Are you feeling with your body or with your mind? With your thoughts? Your mind plays tricks. Your body plays truth. Which game will you play? Okay. You may think you know, but how do you know that you know? You feel it. Your body never lies. Are you feeling with your body or with your mind? Your mind plays tricks. Your body plays truth. Which game will you play? Okay, especially when there's confusion and chaos and there's a lot of information overload and you're trying to sort through things and you're trying to think your way through and your mind is so clever. It's so clever. It's so clever. I thought I had gotten a nice grasp of my mind several months ago. I was able to really pay attention to my inner dialogue. I was really able to notice my thoughts, and I was able to really shift them into more positive vibrations, right? So the thoughts that were countering and, self-criticism and judgment and all of those things that come up. And my mind got more clever. I had no idea. I thought I was paying attention and I couldn't track why, what I was thinking. I thought my thoughts were pretty in tune and aligned with what I was aligning it with my intention. And it wasn't until I was reading a book, and it was actually a book by Joseph Murphy on the power of your subconscious mind. And I think it was in the first few pages. And he was writing about something. And I said, oh, I did have that thought recently. It was so fast and so underneath the surface that I wasn't aware that it was there. And what that did was I was able to use the outer world, my outer world, as a reflection to bring to my attention where my thoughts actually were. Okay. So our mind is so clever, it can hide from us. In Tibetan, one of my favorite sound practices is the Tibetan warrior syllables. Okay, they're warrior syllables because they're protective. What do they protect us from? They protect us from the outer world, the exogenous pathogens, the outer world. It protects us from our inner world, like our thoughts and things. And it protects us from the things that we carry that are secret and hidden to ourselves that we don't even know about. So utilizing these sounds can actually harmonize things that we're not even aware of. Okay, the subconscious mind. So those sounds can harmonize and transform and shift and transmute the subconscious mind. They're that powerful. Things that are beneath our awareness that are kept hidden from us, those sounds can harmonize and bring back into coherence and healing. And I lost my train of thought around that. So the mind is very tricky. So you can use the outer world as oh, because it was so hidden from me, but I was able to get a message from my outer world to see what was actually going on. So if you're not sure what you are thinking or feeling, then just pay attention to what you're experiencing in your world, and that will give you the clearest reflection. Now, how do we feel with our body and not our mind? Right? It actually so is kind of, you'll know, okay? You know these sensations in your body, right? And I can see it when people are trying to think their way through. When you're efforting and you're trying to make things happen and you're trying to get from where you are now, point A, to where you desire to be, point B, right? And you're pushing your way through and you're trying to figure it all out, then you are using your mind. When you are feeling something, you are in a state of presence, you are connected, you are in your body. It's an embodied awareness. How to get to that point is you move the body, or you can use anything to still the mind. So toning is really powerful. And I've been talking about tones a lot today, so we might go into that a little bit. And what I find when I'm working with clients is, I'll put the needles in and they're still talking. They might be a little bit more at ease and more relaxed, but as soon as I come in with the sounds, they disappear. You just disappear. They're not unconscious. They go somewhere. And that's where the kind of the restorative healing process begins. The sounds take you to this place of healing, to this place of unity, to this place of connection. And there's a depth of being in that. So why don't we dive into, a couple of the sounds. We can talk more about feeling later. I talk about that a lot and how to know what the feeling is. A lot of times people come to me and they don't know how to feel. They don't know how to feel. So if I knew how to feel, what would that be? If I knew how to feel, what would that be? Okay. A lot of times what happens is we have a concept of something rather than directly experiencing it for what it is. Okay. So here's a glass, right? So I have a concept of when I say glass, you have a concept of what glass is. It comes to your head and your mind. You have a concept of maybe the glasses you have, or what glass looks like. So you have a concept, right? But if I didn't have a word for glass and I didn't know what this was, I would directly experience it. I would get curious about it. I would look at it from different angles and perspectives. I would look inside and see what's there. Maybe I would smell it. Okay. So if we take that same awareness to how we feel and what's really here without labeling anything, then we take the concept out and we begin to connect with what's there. Now, what we're feeling is a particular vibration. It is particular vibration. It is a particular stream of consciousness. It is energy. Everything is vibration. Everything is consciousness. What you are feeling and what you're interpreting as that vibration maybe brings up memories or concepts or stories, all sorts of things, right? So we are experiencing these vibrations that are coming to us, they're coming through us, and we have connected them with ideas of things that have happened to us in the past, or, we make up stuff about it. Okay, so we feel that. We might not be paying attention to how we're feeling it, but we're getting this information all the time. We are also, whatever we feel is also broadcasting, right? So there's this interplay of vibration of you receiving and transmitting. Okay, so what you're feeling is what's impressing itself upon the vibration, the consciousness around you, and that consciousness actually molds itself to you. It reflects that feeling exactly. So if you're not sure what you're feeling, just look around and see, okay? Or maybe you'll be like me and you'll open up a book and you'll realize, wow, I was feeling that. I did have that thought, okay? Because the feelings can be maybe elusive. A lot of times we don't want to connect with our feelings because it's uncomfortable. We have an idea that is uncomfortable, so we keep ourselves from feeling, and we know what that does in the long run, right? We get sick. Something happens. We have an accident. Things don't go right, right? We're diverting this flow. So when we have those kinds of feelings, we want to give full expression and movement to that. We want to become transparent to this current of life as it moves through us. The more transparent, open, and receptive we can be towards that, then we can allow it to move through us. We don't have anything getting caught and snagged along the way, and we operate in harmony with the inner and outer world. Okay, so the sounds are coming in. Let's play with some Tibetan seed sounds today. I'm picking up some digestive disturbances in people. So we'll just practice a couple, and I'm just going to go with ones that I'm picking up with that have to do with what I'm tracking with you guys. So definitely digestive. So the Tibetan seed syllable for this is Ram, R-A-M. Now the beauty about this is you can do this anytime, anywhere, and change a particular undesired state into a more harmonious one. Okay, so it's going to sound something like this. Okay, so let's try this together. And when you make this tone, allow that solar plexus area to be the part of you that actually makes the sound. Yes, it's coming out of your mouth, but allow that part of you to tone. It's like your mouth is superimposed on your belly. Okay? So let's try this together. We'll do a couple of rounds. Beautiful. So you may have noticed, if you could hear me while you were toning, that my voice kind of broke. That's a key indicator that that energy is not flowing smoothly. So the more repetitions you do, you'll get more openness, you'll get more clarity of voice. Okay, so let's do another one. Things are starting to move. Bring your awareness down into the belly, and on the exhale, allow the belly, the solar plexus area, to make the sound. Okay, so we're going to come back to that. I'm actually being drawn up to the throat, and in Tibetan warrior syllable for the throat is Om. Om. Okay, there's two ways that you can pronounce it, as Om or A-U-M. Om. Okay, I think for this one we'll do Om, and you want to get this area to vibrate. So you can even put your hands around your neck, and when you make the sound, you'll feel that vibrate. Inhaling, and your throat is going to make the sound. Your neck is going to make the sound. Everyone is somewhere beautiful right now. So feel how your body is feeling. Feel how it's moving in response to these powerful sounds that you are making, that is coming through you, that is harmonizing the nature of oneself. Let's do the throat again. Inhaling. Beautiful. And now we're just going to ground it out a little bit. We're going to ground it out. So bring your awareness to your root, tip of your tailbone. This is one of my favorite sounds. And this sounded za, D-Z-A, za. So it'll sound something like this, and I'm bringing my awareness down and directing that sound down to the root. So I would be able to feel that space at my root vibrate. Okay. Za. I feel like a tuning fork now. Okay, let's try that one together. Za. Inhaling, bring your awareness down to the root first and direct that sound so it kind of comes out. And it's like if you were to stomp your foot and those ripples go out from the ground beneath you, that's what that sound is doing, like a lightning bolt. It's grounding. Inhaling together. Za. And again. Za. Apparently I have a lot of things needing to be cleared there. And again. Beautiful. Now I'm seeing the energy move through your body, move through your spine the way I like. Okay, there's actually 5. We only did 3 today. And I'm just following what you need from the solar plexus, Ram, throat, Om, root, Sa. Okay? And the way that you can tell when you are complete with the sound is by the way it feels. By the way it feels. So that's a really beautiful way to get be able to witness the energy and how it's moving through you vibrationally through the way you're toning. And it's therapeutic at the same time. And you can tell when you're complete by when it's open. So that last za, it just opened up really beautifully. And we're doing this together. So we're all opening together. And it's always more powerful, I find, when we do this in groups, whether or not we can hear each other right now. But if you have the opportunity to chant or tone and do things in a group like this, I highly recommend it. There's a beautiful magical space that you enter. Okay, so now you're feeling your body. Now you're feeling your body. Can you feel kind of your weight? You're weighted in your body. This is what we're talking about. When we're feeling from a place of an embodied awareness. Okay, where our mind starts to get quieter. The anxiety, the noise, the overwhelm, it starts to just fall away. So this is a very quick and simple way for you to tune yourself literally, okay, by using the power of your own voice. You don't need to have anything fancy. Okay, you are fancy. You are divine technology. And this tool, you have been gifted. You have been gifted. Okay, so I encourage you and invite you to do this. The other beautiful thing about it, it's like an internal shower. So you can just play with just the sound, and you can. Do I want to do that? Let's do this one too. This is really fun. This is a frequency sweep. Okay. This will also be a really good indicator of where your energy kind of gets blocked, and you can go back over like a vacuum with your voice. So I'm going to start at the top, and I'm going to go down through my body down to the root. And this is just any sound. So it's something like this. Oh. So it's skipped over in here, right? And then I'm going to go up. Oh. Again, it skipped over. Okay, so where it skips over, you want to use your sound and your voice like a vacuum. And you can kind of just go back and forward with it, or it's pretty fun. So I'm going to invite you to do this, and I wish we could all hear one another because it's really amazing. Okay, so we're just going to do this frequency sweep and we're going to play with that. Again, this is like an internal shower. And if you find a place that's kind of getting stuck, you just kind of go over that like a little sweeper, little vacuum with your voice and see what happens. Okay, here we go. Okay. So there's a couple of things that you learned today, I hope, and had fun with. And these tools are lifetime tools. I love the Tibetan warrior syllables. If you want to learn more about that, feel free to message me and I'll share with you where you can look that up. You can also find lots of really informative videos on each of those sounds and their meanings. There's a whole host of information behind each sound in particular. So you can look that up on YouTube. There's some wonderful videos and books on the subject as well. Or you can just play with the frequency sweep each day, like an internal shower. And, this is a really beautiful way to get you to notice how the energy is moving through you, how it feels as it's moving through you. And then you harmonize that and notice how you feel after. I feel very refreshed. I don't know about you. Let me know in the comments how you're feeling, how that frequency sweep was for you, or the Tibetan warrior syllables. Okay, and I'm going to be doing a workshop that's coming up soon where we're going to go into depth on vibrational health and optimal well-being. I'm going to share with you 3 secrets around that. And hi, infinite love and gratitude to you too. I can't see your name on StreamYard, sadly, but I wish you the same. And so I hope you join me for that. I am in the process of bringing that through for you, and I'm really excited to present that material because vibration is everything, and vibrational health is not just about the physical body, it's about your entire being, right? So vibrational health can affect your relationships, your finances, your job, your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health. And when you know how to harmonize that, and we did a little bit today with some of these sounds, then you're able to shift out of these uncomfortable feelings and get more clarity very quickly. Find harmony very quickly. We don't need to stay in this. We don't. Okay, and when we can create these states of coherence and clarity like we did very quickly, then your body will be able to tell you exactly what you need to do next. Okay, your body knows the way, your heart knows the way, your body never lies. And you just had a beautiful experience, and I had a beautiful experience with you. And I had a beautiful experience with you, really connecting with that in such a profound way. So I thank you all for coming together with me to harmonize the nature of oneself. I'd love to hear your reflections and your experiences. And if you're watching this on YouTube, hey, you guys, please like, subscribe, share with your friends. Let me know how you're doing out there. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Same time, same place. Blessings, everyone.